we were just discussing Imagine Cruising, which is back on tomorrow afternoon. Have you ever been on a cruise? You've got to watch that show because it's a really good way of getting yourself a holiday. Russ is here for this hour of Household Helpers. What did you ask? Where am I going on my cruise?
Where are you going on your
cruise? Around the Mediterranean, Istanbul that way.
Oh,
and
nice.
Greek islands.
Very nice too.
Yeah, you have to do it too one day.
Ah.
Now, what we've got this show is Russ with Miele are starting off with the vacuum cleaner, but we've also got the washing machine and some very useful household items today. That's why it's called Household Helpers. Miele, massive brand. We'll talk more about the brand in a minute, but what's so special about the washing machine?
Well, basically, with all Miele products, they're designed to last, and this is going to be with you for a long time. For example, my grandmother is 28 years old, and I think she's going to leave it to me in her will, probably, as well. But it's the design, it's the feature, it's the quietness, it's the build quality. Yeah. You will have this on a sort of a 1400 spin cycle, and you can hardly hear it.
And the reviews are amazing for these as well.
Absolutely.
£799.20. You can divide it up easily and find out if this is right for you. So see what people say online. Simply the best, they're saying. Fab purchase. If you agree, then order yours, and we'll tell you more about it after the vacuum cleaner, which kicks off the hour. And we also have the jewellery holder. Now, this is what Pippa was raving about earlier on. She says her daughter's is absolutely full at home. And over 8,000 of these have gone in the past. It's literally dress size. There are 7 5-star reviews that will help to make up your mind. And if you need to have storage for the things that you just don't use enough, especially fashion jewellery or your kids' beads or your daughter's messy jewellery box or dressing table, tidying it all up with this. And Dorrington's here with us later. £9.96 is the price. Nice little idea as a present as well, if you don't know what to get somebody. Now, we've got Danny with a Shark steamer, and we've also got Gemma at the end of the hour with a Morphy Richards steam generator iron. Over how many? 3,500 of these have gone in the past. It's 142.20. You can even iron and steam your bedding in situ. Now, how much easier would that be? Because you're steaming the duvet or the mattress or the pillows at the same time. That's going to freshen them all up. £142.20 is the introductory price for this, and it's on Easy Pay as well, so find out what all the fuss is about. And if you look online for that, I bet it won't be £142.20. Now, of course, Russ is one of our guests that's been with us on QVC for many years in different incarnations. I
was 5 when I started.
And you're back now as our regular Miele guest.
OK.
And Miele, we've got kicking off with the vacuum cleaner. It's a brand that you invest in, and it keeps going and going and going.
Absolutely.
A lot of the people say about things like the this brand of Miele vac, which is a 1200 watt, and it's called the Silence, you'll find out why in a minute, is that they last.
They last because of the build quality. I can, with my 3 stone of weight, can stand on this machine. On the
Even
vent.
This one?
Yeah, on this one. I'll demonstrate. On the vent, this is the honeycomb vent here. Now, I'm just going to stand right onto this, and there's no damage to the vacuum cleaner at all.
Yeah.
Purely because of the strength of the build quality. Now, do you want to see what 1,200 watts with this special head that takes it to a 2,000 watt machine?
It's a very impressive looking vacuum.
Look at this. Now, if I put on this, for example, onto my board here.
That's a good demo.
The vacuum head makes the actual suction the same from a 2,000 watt motor.
Wow.
But you're using 1,200 watts, so you're saving 2 kilowatts.
Every time you vacuum. That's why it's quieter as well.
Absolutely.
Clever.
Do you like that?
I love that. I love the fact that the onboard tools are literally on board where you need them as well. And of course, you've got bags inside this. So if you don't like the idea of emptying dust and it gets in the way and it makes a mess, it contains it.
It's HEPA as well.
Very important for people with breathing difficulties. So a HEPA filter too.
12 stages of filtration. Look at the machine itself. First, it's compact, it's small, but it packs a punch. I love the colour as well. I think this metallic green is lovely. You've actually got your memory hose that you can run over with your car and it's not going to damage it. You've got your metal extension tube like that, which is really good. You've got an
small or tall, you're fine.
Absolutely. You've got an anti-static device in here as well that discharges any static. You've got a remote control to control the airflow.
A remote control?
Yeah, so you can actually remotely control the airflow. So if you're doing a rug and it's sticking,
it doesn't mean a separate little remote like you get with high-tech. It means there's a little switch you can do that with.
That's right, and it just literally releases the airflow at the top there. Now, the machine itself, you've got the on-off switch. The thing I love is the comfort plug, and what it does, you press it once and the plug just runs to the machine. So you don't have to continually press it.
Right.
And you've got all your settings. So you've got your maximum for hard floors, your carpet, your eco silence setting, your rugs, your upholstery and your curtains, all
and
out there.
Accessories?
The accessories, you've got your little sort of crevice tool, your dusting brush and your upholstery tool, and don't forget, this is the thing that obviously clips onto your hose here that stores them all on board.
Clever.
And this unique cleaning head. Should we do some cleaning?
Yes, and it's all in the power of the cleaning, and it's all in the name and the reputation of a brand like Miele. But with QVC, you get the chance to try it and do the challenge. Get this at home, vacuum your existing, using your existing vacuum cleaner, then vacuum using this and see how much cleaner it comes up, how much better the pile is.
Absolutely.
See if you can visibly see any difference, especially along edges.
Look at this. As you can see here, again, this cleaning head is really clever because it gives you the same kind of suction that you get from a 2,000-watt motor.
Look at that on the side. If you look on the side, you can see it's almost...
Isn't that amazing?
Half a centimetre away from the wall, you're still getting all the dust.
Edge-to-edge cleaning, Debs, is absolutely brilliant. I'll do another bit this way. So your edge-to-edge cleaning will be absolutely brilliant. And you're right to say, if you can imagine what it's doing, sucking sort of dirt particles from the side, the back and the front, imagine the deep piles of your carpet, what that can do. It can really take the dirt from deep within the pile of the carpet.
Now, this is a vacuum cleaner that obviously has all the tools on board and an extendable hose that means you can get around things easily. And it's horses for courses. It might be you absolutely love your upright vacuum cleaner, you wouldn't be parted from it. It might be you absolutely love your little handheld. It might be you love your sweeper vac. This is for the people that don't. This is for the people that just get so frustrated because you have to go and get a separate vacuum to do under tables, under furniture, behind things, up high. Or if you're sitting somewhere, you can't, if you like you're in a wheelchair, you can't use a great big heavy upright. This might be for you. It might be the best thing you've ever done in terms of getting your home clean and also possibly making sure that the air is not as dirty that's being pumped back out of it.
Absolutely.
Some people say when they have HEPA filter vacuums, it's even less dusting. Get it and try it, but get it for this price. Use that Easy Pay. Use, for the very first time, maybe you're seeing a vac like this on Easy Pay. You haven't got a big budget. It's $62.40 plus P&P. Get it and give it a test run. It might be someone's upstairs and they don't like the sound of the vac. It might be your animals don't like the sound of a vac, like one of my dogs clears off.
Yeah, same with one of mine, actually. And if you have a silent vac, it's so much better because then it gets so scared, you know. Now, the filtration. Oh, I've got to tell you about the filtration. It's really good because you've got, in a normal Miele machine, you have 11 stages of filtration. With Miele HEPA, you have 12 stages of filtration. So you've actually got 9 stages in this bag alone. Now, the bag's also really clever because it's firstly very easy to pop in and out. You follow the arrows and you just connect it. When you take it out, it self-seals, number one. So if you've got an allergy, you're not going to get dust around. So there you go. The other thing...
No mess in there.
That the bag has little strips inside. So instead of, when you've got a vac bag out, part of it is full and the other part's empty, it actually evenly distributes the dirt throughout the bag, so you're not going to have that problem. So the other great thing is the filter is really clever because this is the HEPA filter, and it also tells you when it needs to be changed.
Well, how does it know? What does it do?
It's all to do with the particles, and the particles are registered here.
Oh, that is
and it'll
really
say
clever.
replace when it needs to be replaced.
So if you've got someone with hay fever, with problems with breathing, with allergies, and you haven't got a good vacuum cleaner, or maybe when you vacuum you notice they sneeze a bit after, or maybe that's you. Do you vacuum and then start all the time? Just like that. Listen.
Just like that? Now...
When I worked with someone once who went, "Sue, Sue, Sue!" And that was their sneeze. But if you sneeze for whatever reason, if you sneeze after you vacuumed, it might be you need this. Or use this in the bedrooms because you don't want to be stirring up dust in bedrooms. Well, that's one of the worst places you can get dust.
Now, Deb, would you do me a favour and would you pull the end of my hose? Do you mind? Because I want to show you...
I'm waiting for you to ask me that for you.
I want to show you the build quality of the hose. Now, again, these are the kind of things that get damaged. So, if we have a bit of a tug of war here...
Gosh. See, I go, oh, no, I mustn't do it too strongly, but you can actually pull really hard.
You get the knot out of that. I'm going to do some vacuuming while you do that. And it just goes to show you that this memory hose literally pops back. So
it's so good, look at that.
You can actually run it over with your car and it won't actually do any damage.
We're not suggesting to seriously do that, but it's capable of doing that with the demo that we had. Now, listen, do you love that at Miele? Do you love your Miele vac? Are you watching this hour because maybe I blogged about it? Possibly you read in my blog I said I'm on with Miele, and people love Miele. People who are converted keep recommending it, they swear by it. If that's you, tell people what you think and tweet. And I'll see if I can put my Twitter I might be able to put my Twitter on the screen just to give you the spelling, because I'd love you to join in during this hour. We've got a whole hour ahead of us, got another 50 minutes at Debbie Flint if you are a Miele fan.
Absolutely. And do you know, you're right, when I go to the, you know, the Miele Experience Centre in Abingdon, you get so many people who will come on to buy new products. They've had a vacuum cleaner, they'll then go and buy a washing machine because they really understand the engineering. Because not only does it do a fantastic job, but it's a machine that's going to last you an awful long time because it works so well. Now, I'll go back again to do some more vacuuming, and then what I'm going to do some high-up end cleaning.
But look at that, you've gone from a carpet onto, what would that be, like a slate floor?
That's like a slate floor.
With gaps in between.
Absolutely. And
so undulating floors, this is going to work.
Yeah, because it actually, because with the wheels as well, it works with each level of the floor, so it won't be affected. And you've got, if you want to do carpets as well, it's a combination floor tool, so you can do a hard floor or you can do a carpet. But look, it's just like I'm painting this, but it's just the power, the airflow, the equivalent to 2,000 watts of power that this machine is giving you. But don't forget, you're saving money because you're using less electricity to actually clean your home than you would if you had a 2,000 watt vacuum cleaner.
Well, there's some vacuum cleaners we can't talk whilst we're doing the demos. With this, you can, if that's what's important. Some people don't mind that, but if that's what's important to you, this is a really good idea. Get it now, see how you feel, know that you get all the nozzles and the dusting brush with it. It's 6.5 kilos in weight, in case you wondered as well.
Absolutely.
And it's a 3.5 litre capacity, so you can vacuum a lot before you have to change it. But do we do the bags as well?
You do the bags, yes. So the bags are available from QVC. Now, what I'm going to do, my Scooby-Doo light is ahead of you there. And obviously, if you want to do high-end cleaning, I can put on my crevice tool here, and I can adjust my level 1 there to be as high or low as I like, so we can go right on. It's really good for high-end cleaning.
Of course, we've concentrated the power by putting the crevice tool on, so it's even more substance coming out there now. Actually, I went for a meal with my daughter. It was my birthday on Saturday.
Oh, OK.
And we went to the Bombshell Mill, and they've got fabric lights on a chandelier, and we had a little game. We counted how many were there. It's like nearly 30 of these little fabric lights high up.
Oh, my God.
This would be perfect for something like that.
It's really good as well. Don't forget, I can turn the power down as well. So if you've got, let's say, the chandeliers with the glass droplets, turn the power down, but it'll still take the dust off.
With a little dusting brush?
With a little dusting brush or with a little crevice tool, totally up to you. Should we do some stairs?
Yes. OK,
so I've got another machine here. So if you get, say, a pet that likes to sit on the stairs, and the other great thing about this machine is when you've actually stored it, if you've got to answer the phone, the accessory stores so you don't have to put it on the floor. And also, if I just put that there, it's been built to sit on the staircase if you're actually vacuuming the stair. And the vent has been put higher so it's not blocked if you have it the opposite way around. It's really,
very
really
clever.
Good.
These are the things that Miele think about. Do you know that at home? You know you need to get another one, you need to get a second one, you need a replacement one, you want one for a second home. You want a vac that you know you're going to be able to use for years and years and years. If you use this for 10 years, which is feasible, that's £19 a year that this has worked out at if you just divided it up easily. If you spend that easy pay instalment now of £62.40, you'll pay the next £62 the next month, the next £62 the month after that, and it splits up the cash flow so that you know it's right for you before you even pay the whole amount. That's with our 30-day money-back guarantee. Even something like this from QVC you can actually use. Give it a proper test run. It's not just get it at home, look at the box and then make up your mind. It's a really, really sensible choice to get a new cylinder vac from Miele if that's what you know you need.
Absolutely right. Carpet cleaning?
More carpet.
Let's do it. Right, so I'm going to go over here.
What does it look like underneath that, by the way? For those people that go, I have to have brushes that go round and round. Tell us about this.
So basically what you have is, this is your standard head when you're doing a carpet, so you haven't got the bristles. This will actually pick up and just bring sort of really, let's say if you've got some stubborn cat hair, maybe,
like
that'll just lift that up for you, a little lint remover. If you want to do hard floors, all you do is you lift up your brushes then. So you've got your little sort of, what's the name for the gaps in here?
What?
The gaps in here.
What gaps? Oh, like the castellated.
Castellated. I was thinking when I was being vacuumed by John Barrowman, and he said I was being castellated.
Yes,
I remember that, and I was quite worried.
Yeah, I remember that show. I was on that show. It is a blooper on YouTube.
It was, is it?
Yeah,
oh dear. Here we go. Right, so let's go on, and I'm going to put it onto a rug sort of setting now. Now, don't forget, this is one of its lowest settings, and this is a very dirty rug.
So that's an extra benefit, is that you're not going to vacuum up the whole rug. Or, Russ, have to stand like this. Does anyone ever have to stand like this when you're doing your rugs? Can I show you? Ready? Just holding the rug like that and then doing
Do you know, I worry about you.
Do a bit more rug.
What's been going on?
Good. So
there you go, you can actually bring out the Miele. So that was on its lowest setting. There you are.
Marvellous.
Isn't that fantastic?
And there's a lot more from Miele if this isn't exactly right for you. If someone's just switched on, what else could they see? Do you know, what have we done, Miele-wise, vacuum cleaners?
Well, we've done a range over the years. But this, for example, it's all to do with the power of the machine, so it's best to have a look at exactly what you need for your accessories as well.
Well, if they're in stock, we've got the advanced one that's 191. All of them got loads of five-star reviews.
The S6 is very good because that comes with a fantastic accessory kit.
Yeah, so there's lots of choices. If you like the idea of a Miele, but you're not necessarily going to get this one, look online. There are a couple of other choices, and there's even dishwasher from Miele online, but we're going to go on to the washing machine next.